Welcome to my views and news. First video, Wednesday's first video. Its first news story is about Jawar Mohammed, Oromo politician, opposition leader, who proposed a solution to the ongoing conflict in Oromia. He proposed three recommendations. Will the government listen to him? And if it does not happen, if the recommendations are not considered by the government, what is next? Secondly, Oromia, where protests continue and at universities of Ethiopia strike continues. Thirdly, Ethiopian National Defense Force issued a statement a few hours ago about a picture which is in circulation in social media. And fourthly, viewers, Ethiopian federal government says that Mekelle has been connected to national power grid. So is there electricity available in Mekelle now? And what about resumption of mobile service in some parts of Tigray? Reportedly, in some parts of Tigray, mobile service is being resumed. Firstly, viewers, Jawar Bakle, two opposition politicians from Oromia are speaking out. They are condemning killings of Oromo civilians in Valega. And Bakle lashed out at government in an interview. He said that era of peaceful struggle was over. Jawar is a little bit restrained. He is talking of solution through dialogue, though he is also very critical of the government. Lately, he has become very critical. He remained largely silent after his release. What did Jawar say? A few hours ago, Jawar proposed 3 points to resolve conflict in Oromia. First point, talks with Oromo Liberation Army, that the government should start negotiations with OLA. Let's have a look at the 3 points, then we'll analyze them. Secondly, it wants withdrawal of Fano. Jawar is recommending withdrawal of Fano militia from Oromia. And thirdly, comprehensive national dialogue. Now, 3 points. Firstly, talks with OLA. Government so far is not ready to talk to OLA. It could change its mind, but so far, reportedly, government wants to press ahead with military operation. It wants to weaken OLA before start of talks. Secondly, removal of Fano militia from Oromia. Yes, it can happen, but problem is that Amharas are being armed in Valega. Amhara militias from Amhara region, they enter Valega, they arm Amharas here. So it's not an easy issue, though it can be resolved. Fano militias, they'll have to withdraw from Valega. But armed Amharas in Valega are not members of Fano militia. They are residents of Valega. They are armed, but we cannot say they are Amhara militia members. So it means that Jawar basically saying that Amhara should be disarmed, implying. And Amharas are being armed because Amhara region-based groups believe that for the protection of the people of Amhara ethnic group in Oromia, they must be armed. That is why this arming campaign was launched, which was opposed by Oromia regional government, which tried to disarm ethnic Amharas in Oromia, and it led to then serious conflict. Thirdly, comprehensive national dialogue. Again, a point which is not easy to create consensus on. Why? Because national dialogue is already underway. Ethiopian parliament approved the constitution of National Dialogue Commission several months ago. Though opposition parties like Jawar's OFC, OLF, TPLF, ONLF, Baldera, several rejected the National Dialogue Commission. OLA as well. These groups and parties want a new dialogue commission, National Dialogue Commission, with participation of all players, armed, political parties, civil society, but it does not seem to be happening. So, 3 points proposed by Jawar, though are doable, but will government listen to him? Let's see if it did not happen. If government did not agree to Jawar's points, what is next? This is the most important question. Will he try to start a street movement, a student movement, a youth movement like Kiro movement, protest movement, which removed EPRDF? That remains to be seen. But Oromo leaders are now speaking out. We could see major developments in Oromia in coming days. Second, protests continue in Oromia against killing of ethnic Oromos in Valaga. Protests across Oromia. We have seen demonstrations on Monday and Tuesday at universities and schools. The protests were held at Addis Ababa University, Adama University of Science and Technology, Dir Adiwa University, Haromara University, Rift Valley University, and Jimma University as well, where reportedly a few hours ago a protest was held. So protests continue. And in some towns of Oromia too, people are protesting, like in Burayo. A protest was held with participation of hundreds of people and students. Watch this video from Burayo town of Oromia, then next news story. Meanwhile, Ethiopian university teachers strike continues. This is day 3 of the strike. 36 universities have joined now in Amhara, Oromia, Somali region, SNNPR. All university teachers have joined. They are on strike. Teaching activities have been suspended. Debre Marcos University, Gonda University, Wolaita University, Debre Tabor University, and universities in SNNPR, Arba Minch University, and several in Oromia too. All have joined. Teachers are on strike. They are demanding increase in their salaries and other benefits. They say rising cost of living is hurting them. They cannot make both ends meet. Will Bahanonaga's Federal Education Ministry listen to the demands of Ethiopian university teachers? That remains to be seen. Thirdly, viewers, Ethiopian army released a statement today saying that a campaign has been launched to tarnish the image of Ethiopian National Defense Force. After the start of conflict, recent conflict in Valaga, when hundreds were killed on weekend there, we saw a picture in circulation in social media showing a member of Ethiopian National Defense Force taking a selfie with some burning bodies in the background. So it was being implied that ENDF was burning people and taking selfies. This is the image about which ENDF issued a statement. ENDF says that it works to protect people. It is a peace-loving force, and conspirators have been launching campaigns to defame Ethiopian National Defense Force. People should be united. Purpose of sharing these pictures is to tarnish the image of ENDF and to create conflict between the groups living in Ethiopia. ENDF did not say a word about the authenticity of this picture. Is it fake? Is it photoshopped? Or is it genuine? ENDF did not say a word about the picture itself. It just said that there is a campaign of conspirators behind the sharing of this picture. Lastly, viewers, EEP, Ethiopian Electric Power Authority, a few hours ago said that Mekelle Tigray's capital had been connected to national power grid. Mekelle was without power for a year, for more than a year. People were suffering. Now, it will take some time for electricity to be completely restored in Mekelle, but it has been connected with the grid, and in coming days, gradually, electricity in entire Mekelle will be restored. Mobile service is being restored as well in Tigray. Reportedly yesterday in some parts of Aksum and Selaleka, mobile service was restored. Some mobile networks were working in parts of Aksum and Selaleka. So gradually it is going to be restored, telecom service in Tigray. Lastly, an important correction. Last night I said that Morocco had reached quarter-final stage of Football World Cup, and I said that it was the first time that an African country had made it to the quarter-final stage. Correction. African countries have contested in quarterfinals in Football World Cup in the past too. It is Morocco's first time to have reached a quarter-final stage. Morocco beat Spain 3-0 yesterday. Thank you for watching.